Well, first off, I want to show you where the message boards are located, which is right here. You just click on message board. You can pretty much post anything that you want on here just by posting a new topic. It's really easy. Hi. Put in your text. You can use these things, these tools off to the left to insert a link, a hyperlink to another website if you want. Insert an image. You have to have an Imgur file. If you don't have an Imgur account, I'm not going to talk you through that. You can just email me and I'll show you how to set that up. If you want to provide a link to a YouTube video, you do that here. And then just if you want to bold the text, it'll give you these two little, basically you have to code it yourself. So you have to put whatever text you want in bold within those brackets there, and it'll appear in bold when I hit submit. You can also add a poll to your message. So if you want to say something like, does Nathan's team suck? Yes or no? And you can add that poll, and then everybody can vote on whether or not my team sucks. And it kind of sucks right now. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this message. And there it is. Hi. You click on it, and then there it is. You can see the text in bold. The little code doesn't show up, only the text as you intended it to appear. So that's the message boards. If you look at your individual team matchups every week, which you can do by just clicking on your team name. Here's my team. There's the team I'm playing against. Click on preview. It'll take me to my matchup against Heather this week. And then you see ESPN's projections. Side note, I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock into ESPN's projections. They're notoriously awful. They don't do a very good job of predicting what individual players will do, which means that they don't do a very good job of predicting who will win in a given matchup every week. So I wouldn't rely on this to decide like, oh, I'm not favored by a whole lot of points. That means I have to go off to the waiver wire and pick up a player. Don't do that necessarily. If you believe in the people that you've drafted, if you believe in the people on your roster, then just go ahead and start them and hope for the best. The only time I would sort of panic is if it has you predicted to lose by more than 40, because then that probably means you have a pretty bad lineup and you might want to consider moving to the waiver wire. And that right here, you look at game lines, and there it is. It shows you, and this week nobody is favored by, or actually one team is favored by more than 40. Two teams, I guess, technically. That would be Jeremy's Roadrunners and Lisa's Pop-Tarts are favored by that many points, respectively, against my dad and Brian, who have horrible teams, despite my telling them to make adjustments to their lineups. So those are some interesting tools that you have there, but the whole purpose of this was to show you guys that you can actually talk smack to your opponent. So if we go back to that page where you're previewing it, down at the bottom it shows you the trend of each team, how you've been scoring throughout the season. But then right here you can actually talk to your opponent and say something like, I'm going to beat you. And post that. You can decide who's going to win the matchup and vote, and your vote will show up there, and your message shows up here. So those are two little neat ways for us to all interact with each other more, and that's sort of what I'm getting at. Is I want to get some more interaction within the league, get people talking so that we can ultimately do trades